Hello again, Struckwap. Welcome back to another stream of mine. Today I will be playing Torchlight 3, testing all the things that come with the Snow and Steam update on the test server. I will be focusing mostly on Forged because of the major Forged rework, but that doesn't mean that I don't have the will and time to test other things today. We've got a lot of time and I want to test a lot of things. So I will be checking a lot of different builds on a lot of different classes, I guess, but mostly I would be focusing on Forged ranged and Forged melee setups, just to see what works, what doesn't. The Steam system seems very, how should I say, unnecessary. That's what I would say about the Steam system. It's yet another thing that no one asked for, yet we got anyway. I like the Forge how it was before. Simple. I mean, I didn't like everything about the Forge how it was before because it was very underwhelming, but I like it. You have heat, you spend heat. Now you have heat and you have Steam, and you can't use some skills unless you want to go Steam, you can't use other skills unless you want to go heat, which is okay, but did we really need the Steam? It's something unnecessary. If they just kept it Steam only and just made some of the current heat spenders, some of the old heat spenders, heat builders, the way they used to be in the alpha. I don't know. Forged seemed the best in the alpha. I don't like what they've done to it with the Steam. If they made Critical Mass and Fracking Strike be heat builders, it would have been much better than that whole unnecessary Steam system. Pretty disappointed with that. I was expecting something simpler yet more effective rather than this annoying system with the Steam. So now if you want to use this or this, and for that matter also, which one else was, this one was also a Steam skill, and this is also a Steam skill. You have to go for a heat builder, then the Steam spender, and it's just it's annoying. You need a heat builder, then you need a heat spender, and then you get that Steam. It's not what I envisioned, but let's check, for example, this build first. Let's see how this build changed. If I don't go into Steam, if I ignore the stupid Steam system and just use it for the movement speed bonus. Also, the spin to win is not really doing anything. It's stuttering again like before. It's pretty slow. It's amazingly slow. But you can spin endlessly. Because once you reach 100 hit, it doesn't stop you. So at least you've got this one. Yeah, let's do some fuzzier now. Let's get this one to 60. Once we get it to 60, I'm gonna be respecking. But yeah, a lot of things are just not attractive to me as changes the way they did them. So the thing I was most excited about immediately turned into yet another disappointment. But I'm gonna play around more with it. Maybe I'm gonna acquire the taste for this system, although I highly doubt it. If I don't like it at first, chances I don't like it after spending 10, 20, 50 hours in it are very small. Especially with this slow moving speed of the spin to win, which when they were showing us this, it seemed as if it was moving faster, and then maybe they made a last minute change. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I didn't expect such an annoying change with the whole Steam system for the Forged. Now I kind of feel like not using any of the Steam skills in my builds because I don't like the whole Steam system. But I'm gonna have to make a Steam build centered around Fracking Strike or centered around Furnace Blast. but it's like forcing you to use one more skill on your skill bar. I can't just use I can just use Steam Builder and I mean I can't use Heat Builder and Heat Spender. Now I have to. I mean, I would love for Fracking Strike to either be Heat Builder or Heat Spender. The same way for this skill. I don't like to have 3 different types of skills. That's too many skills, too many types of skills. And if you want Steam, you need to have 2 of the other types, which means less room for relic things or less room for utility skills. And it's just not fun that way. It's anything but fun to force me into using 2 more skills just so I can use one other skill. I mean, I'm fine with being forced to use one skill to be able to use another, the same way I have to use Cyclone Mode or another Heat Builder to use Vortex Bomb. But now if I want to use Fracking Strike or some of the other Steam skills, I need to first build my heat, then I need to spend that heat, and then finally I can use the skill. And by that time most things probably would have died, so I wouldn't even need it. But yeah, I guess they can't know if we like something until they do it, until they experiment it and test it, and that's why the public test realm is so they can get some feedback. But yeah, the feedback I can give them about this is not it's not good. It feels yet another unnecessary gimmick that adds 0 value, to be honest. You're probably better off just ignoring this whole Steam and making builds where you're using the Steam to just... Steam for basic attack builds would be nice. On basic attack builds, I'm pretty sure the Steam would be pretty fun. But the new items are definitely nice, and I'm gonna play with them a bit later. I just need to put them in a storage or something. So I'm gonna do this map and maybe go and get some of the new items. Then I had to restart the stream and everything. Pretty strange, but yeah, I got some sort of weird error. System service something, exception or whatever. Some weird error. I've never seen such an error. So I'm not sure what could be happening. It could be probably some hardware not properly connected. I'm gonna look it up later. Hopefully it no longer crashes. It's strange. It's the first time I'm seeing this specific error. Okay, let's restart everything again. All right, so yeah, let's go back and do some Fazir. You can't see your characters on public test realm and can't join in multiplayer. Well, keep in mind the public test realm is separate characters. Yes, you won't see your characters from the regular server in the public test realm because it's a different server, different environment. So the public test realm is just for this, it's for testing. You have an NPC that can boost your heroes to level 46 from level 2. In the town, in Travel Point, and you have an NPC that gives you free items as much as you want. So obviously they won't allow public test realm characters to be on the same environment as the non-public test realm because, well, people would be just abusing this and getting all those free items. And the test realm is only open for a limited amount of time whenever there's patches. If you want to test something, yeah, use it while the public test realm is there. But be advised... Oh, wait, what happened? I have no weapon now? Suddenly? When my PC crashed, did my hero somehow die?
Your pet has returned.
That was strange. Okay, well, let's wife bind this item if I find a scroll of wife bound, and let's try and level up this guy. And hopefully I can finish one map without the game crashing. But yeah, as for multiplayer, you probably can't join multiplayer because you're from EU. And the server is only open to people from the US for online testing. But you can test on the public test realm with all the new things from the new update offline. And that's still something. You're still testing new stuff as a preview. You can still check those things. So think of it as an early access to the new update on a separate environment. Because that's what it is. You're about to check new features and then give them feedback about those new features. There we go. And Apple Mouse says, "Hi Struck, how are you? I haven't played Torchlight in a long time because the whack on consoles hasn't been fixed. How is the new update?" Well, the new update seems fine. I mean, it's 50% good, 50% bad from what I've seen so far. I'm very disappointed with the Forged rework. I haven't gotten to check what the power creep is all about, but I want to check it. I want to see how strong this power creep is and whether it's only within the Fazir or not. Because I haven't completed the Fazir map yet. I crashed my PC. My PC crashed just now when I was testing. So hopefully I don't crash and I see how they're handling the power creep. Hopefully the power creep stays only within the Fazir. Because otherwise then they're gonna have to design every single new endgame activity around the same power creep if you want to motivate people to do it, and they're just gonna put everything super boring. Because if everything gives you the same power creep, if everything gets designed to have 251 stages to give you 251 power level things for your item, then it's gonna be very same, very, how should I say it, stale in regards to endgame. So hopefully what I'm hearing, people reporting that the power creep is within the Fazir. Hopefully that remains how it is, but they fix it, because people are reporting that once you exit the Fazir, you're losing the power creep, and then when you go back it's not there. Hopefully it remains there once you go back, but it's not there once you're outside. So let's say I reach stage 50 and then I go and do something else, such as map works. And during the map works I don't benefit from that power creep in my gear, but then I go back to stage 51, then I should benefit from the power creep I had gotten up to stage 50 in a way like this. But I think it's much better if they don't tie this to items, but rather to stats that you get as buffs. It's much easier to handle this if the power creep is not tied to items, but rather to buffs while you're inside the Fazier. Much easier to do it that way. The same way we have positive and negative affixes, they can just give us a growing affix that's positive to keep with us, and the higher we go, the higher that affix goes. It would be much easier to handle it that way. That way you're not gonna confuse people by putting this as power level on an item, gear level on an item, and people would still be stronger as they go up the ranks, the challenge ranks. And Brutal Slayer is asking what's PTS. PTS is PTR, Public Test Realm, Public Test Server. Whether you call it server or realm, it doesn't matter, because both are true. Whether it's PTS or a PTR, either is correct. And the PTR or PTS is it's a separate server, separate environment where you can test certain things that are upcoming with the next update. Currently the Snow and Steam update. So we've got some time to test it and to give feedback on the things we've seen. So basic attack builds would be interesting with the Steam, where you're not spending your Steam with anything other than basic attacks. But again, you have to build heat, spend heat, get Steam by spending heat, and it's an unnecessary process of having to do three things. It's becoming more complicated to play the Forge than it is playing a Dusk Mage, and many people won't like this. Sometimes simple is better than the opposite, than having some complex mechanics and gimmicks. And Forge was fine with just having heat. Now with the Steam in the mix, it's becoming a little boring, having to have another extra resource to manage. That's dependent on the see, if Steam was separate from heat and there was no relation between Steam and heat, it would have been nice. For example, if Steam works like the old heat, you're using, for example, Cyclone mode, you're generating heat and steam, and then heat doesn't dissipate, steam dissipates. That would have been nice. Then I wouldn't feel the need to use venting, and I can build myself in a way that I'm just using a regular heat steam builder and then steam a heat vendor instead of steam venter. But now you have to have heat builder, heat spender, and steam spender. In most cases I'm probably just gonna ignore the steam spending side of things, unless I'm going for like a basic attack build. But basic attack builds on the Forge would be amazing with Steam, the way it works now. But you can play this update offline if you want, but you have to switch to the public test server. And you switch to the public test server by typing secret alpaca level. You have to type the secret alpaca level in the, what's its name? In your Steam library, you first right click on the game. Then you click on properties. Actually, let me just do it myself. So first you open your Steam library, then you right click on Torchlight 3. Then you click on properties, then you click on betas. And there's a field where it says enter beta access code to unlock private betas. And over there you type with small letters one word secret alpaca level and click on check code. And once you click on check code at the top from the drop down, you should be able to switch between public test realm and none, where it says select the beta you would like to opt into. And if you switch between one and the other, it's just gonna download certain things for you. Okay, let's complete this and see what happens now. I wanna see this item creep, the power creep thing. Upgrade. So there's new items, by the way, and the new items I can try and show you those. But before I show you the new items, let me just do something. I'm gonna switch to the other hero so I can transfer the new items and show you those. There's new items, new sets, all sorts of new things. I need to make room. Let's just get rid of some stuff. And let's put this here, this, and this. So I've got a bunch of things to test. As you're seeing, there's that new set. And there's boots as well, and pants. Okay, I'm gonna go back on the other forged. You're asking, do you think that you can be in tournaments and win? What type of tournaments? I'm not a competitive person in regards to that. I don't like competing for stuff like this. It depends what types of tournaments. Giveaways, sure. Where everyone has equal chances, sure. And where you don't have to show skill to win, you just have to get lucky. But yeah, I don't play games to compete with others. That's bullshit. If I want to compete with others, I'm not gonna play RPGs. I'm gonna play shooters. Or MOBAs like League of Legends and Dota. I don't think competition belongs in PvE games. It feels wrong. When I see competitive and PvE in the same sentence, it makes me wanna laugh. And that's when my friend who was playing Diablo was telling me, come on, start playing Diablo 3, let's do competitive PvE. I never could take him seriously when he was saying that. And then I played Diablo 3 and believe me, in like 2 weeks I got bored of how boring the no-life competition in Diablo 3 is. There's a lot of good things in regards to how certain things are handled in Diablo 3, like the items and stuff like that. Oh, those items are level 60. I can't wear them on this hero. So my other hero is level 60 forged, this one isn't. That's interesting. And what am I using right now? Arc powered shoulders. And charge up is actually an active skill now, so much less attractive to use that one. Arc powered chest, change to cyclone mode. Banking gauntlets, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stick to what I've got for now. I'm gonna change stuff later. I don't think I'm gonna be changing things anytime soon. This one's a very fun skill though. This one's a very fun skill. Can I just put it in my legendarium? Toy Makers 2. See, I've got Toy Makers 2, but I don't have it for my... Okay, I'm gonna unlock it. I mean, there's an easy way to solve this. I can go to the Enchanter's Outer and just unlock this for my Legendarium. That reminds me, I can unlock some other things too. This is gonna be fun for summoner builds. Let's use this for now.
Welcome back, contender. Oh, so that's what nice.
But yeah, apparently they haven't solved the bugs with quests. Yesterday my first map I did was broken, and I could only find 2 out of 3 silky webbings. So they still need to work on fixing those broken quests where you don't have enough items. Oh! Am I seeing what I'm seeing? An open world Vultura mapworks portal. Amazing, finally we are seeing new layouts for the second frontier when it comes to mapworks. Finally, it's not only inside of the dungeon, but we have some open world, and it's the Acrid Plains layout as well. Amazing. Okay, this is something I've been asking for a long time. More variety in the maps in the second frontier. Other than that annoying cave that I'm just sick of doing the same annoying cave, and finally they're giving us some more options. Some more variety in the Act 2 maps. That's great. I'm wondering if they added new variety of maps to the other acts as well. Alright, there we go. Okay. So some of the old forged builds, without you changing anything to those, would be fine. But some of the new ones, some of the new changes would make some of those old builds kind of need some reworks in regards to how you play them. Mostly when it comes to swag shot, fracking strike, servo driven, and what was the name, and furnace blast, which is now critical mass, and they've been renamed. Fracking strike remained fracking strike, furnace blast is renamed to critical mass. Servo driven has been renamed to, what was it called, steam powered, and this one is pressure shot. And since all those require steam, you can't play those the way you used to before, because they are no longer heat builders or heat spenders as they used to be. And you're gonna have to rework some things. In most cases you would have to use one extra skill you didn't need in the build. But builds that don't use any of those 4 skills won't see much change. If you weren't using any of those 4 skills, you can play your build the way you played it before without much of a difference. Vesco is saying, Struck, how is the new content? The new content is okay. 50% good, 50% bad so far. I guess I haven't seen everything. I personally couldn't care less about fort stuff. So I'm ignoring the fort stuff, which is 100% good, 0% bad. All the new changes to the fort, the new contract, which reminds me I need to start doing the new contract. Everything that's fort related is good, 100% good. Fort basements, new fort stuff, new pet stuff, although it's broken, by the way. Right now the new pet stuff is broken. By new pet stuff I mean the fort pet stuff, the pet bet. It's something where I'm gonna show you when I go to the town. It's something that you can put your pets on display to show your pets. But look at the new pet skills. 7 new pet skills. Static discharge. Your pet releases built-up electricity from sweet pets, sending out lighting that does 150% weapon damage and bounces to 2 targets with cooldown 10 seconds. Summon Flock. Your pet summons 2 ghostly owls that deal 50% of your weapon damage, have 50% of your HP, and have a lifespan of 12 seconds. So if you combine Summon Flock with Necropupper, that would be fun. Then you have Assemble. Your pet summons the spirits of a legendary owl, alpaca, wolf, and cat that deal 50% of your weapon damage and have 50% of your HP and have a lifespan of 12 seconds. So if you combine this and this and this, you have 3 summon skills on a pet. And it's amazing. Then you have Dasher. Anytime your pet takes damage, they gain 40% evasion for 6 seconds with a 12-second cooldown. Basically half of the time this dude can get maxed out evasion. Then Landmines. Your pet does their business, leaving behind a surprise that taunts enemies to it. On death, it explodes for 150% weapon damage in a small area, which is amazing. Then you've got the zoomies, which is, by the way, something my pet loves doing when he eats. He does the zoomies. Anytime your pet kills an enemy, they get 50% attack and movement speed bonus for 8 seconds. So basically with the zoomies and the Dryad neckband, which is this thing, and stacking pet attack speed, and pet active skill cooldown reduction, you're gonna have a good stuff, a good setup, and you can even combine this with the invigoration token to keep resetting the cooldown of the pet, and maybe vampirism so it can heal itself if you need the survivability. Then wet kisses, your pet attacks have 50% chance to slow enemies attacks and movement speed by 30% on hit for 6 seconds. So here is the important question for Realm Masters: does this work on bosses and champions? Because if it does work on bosses and champions, this is amazing. Combine wet kisses with zoomies, and you've got yourself a slow bot pet setup. And that's slowing things for you, so you can proc that extra damage to slowed targets. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but yeah, I'm kind of disappointed from the Forged rework. Was not expecting them to go for unnecessary complicity. I was expecting something simple and good rather than something complicated and confusing. With that whole Steam, it's very limiting. Adding yet another mechanic to the Forged with that whole Steam thing. But basic attack builds on the Steam would be amazing. This thing is the one thing I can see happening, a basic attack build with the Steam stuff. I'm probably gonna test it later. I'm gonna try and level this one to 60 and then experiment with respecs and stuff. In fact, I should start spending my gold coins on respectacles. Oh, and that reminds me, let's start the new contract. Let's get that new contract. Oh, and let's see if the gear bundles actually stack now. Before they didn't stack and your inventory would get filled up very quickly. No, they don't stack. What's the point of not being able to stack those? I don't see on any reasonable explanation why we can't stack gear bundles and why we can't stack consumables from the contracts. The only thing that we stack is respectacles, and okay, I agree, it's good, we need to stack respectacles, but we need to stack every single other thing we collect from contracts, not just maps and respectacles. Everything you get from contracts should stack, and I'm talking about a stack of 25, 30, not a stack of 5. Wait, I wanna check this. Elf hat. Elf in cap. Alright, I'm gonna keep that for the transmog. And transmog is another thing I'm a big fan of. There's ways that the transmog could have been better. For example, you find an item, you unlock it, or you had an item before you unlock it. The way it works now is if you have the item in your storage or in your inventory, you're not gonna get the new skin unless you do something about it. So you have to find the items all over again to be able to transmog. Non-stacking items in your inventory is PITA. What does PITA mean? Brutal Slayer says, do you think that you can be in... Okay, I've already answered the do you think you can be in tournaments? So I've caught up with my chat. I've caught up with the chat. But yeah, I don't know what PITA means. I'm not asking for stacking weapons, I'm asking for stacking every single consumable there is in the game. To at least 20. The same way we stack maps and respectacles. And I'm loving this map layout. It's been a while since I've done a map in outdoors high vid. It's nice, it's got twists and turns. It's got decent amount of enemies to kill. And by the way, I'm playing on ridiculous, so if they're dying slow, my build just doesn't do as much damage right now because I'm still leveling. It's not like they did nothing to Cold Heart. Snowstorm tier 3 bonus is getting changed. I can show you. The way they fixed the Snowstorm thing is they decided to just remove the always critically hit frozen enemies. This is going away. It's getting removed. First of all, freeze is now getting less of a good thing. You can't freeze bosses, you can't freeze champions anymore. I mean, I'm fine with not freezing bosses, but freezing champions was pretty fun before. Now you can't freeze champions either. So, what's the point in going freeze? 1000 volt burst tier 3 changed. While 1000 volt burst buff is active, increase relic energy gain by 50%. Which is not a bad thing. They removed that overpowered skill that was doing 550% instead of 55% weapon damage, but it was an easy fix. It was just a matter of 1-0 getting removed. But I guess they decided to fix it in a different way by completely removing that one as well. So be on the lookout. Certain things have changed in regards to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 bonuses. And you've got a bunch of new skills, a bunch of new items. You've got a whole new set for armor, and you've got this new Toy Maker staff. This thing, Toy Maker's tool. In general, you've also got... this is the new armor, by the way. Let me show you the new armor. Winter Weave. Okay, something's attacking me. So the new armor, the Winter Weave, you can see we've got the Winter Weave pants, which is 40% faster cooldown for potions and another 40 with the set. Then this one, increase healing and skill shrine duration by 20 seconds and another 20 seconds. When hit, if below 25% health, freeze nearby enemies for 2 seconds and gain Frost Skin. Amazing skill. Frost Skin, which ignores the next 3 sources of damage taken every 60 seconds. And this is another 3 sources of damage, making you, every 60 seconds, if you go below 25% HP, it would freeze the enemies for 2 seconds and it would give you the next 6 sources of damage ignored. Which is pretty good on a Cold Heart build. Winter Weave Cold Heart builds would be amazing with those gauntlets. Then Winter Weave Cuirass. Killing an elite gives you a Wookiee Adventurer, granting you 20% item walk and 10 movement speed for 30 seconds, and the bonuses are doubled, which means 40% item walk and 20% movement speed for... would that be 30 seconds or 60 seconds? Probably still 30 seconds, but twice as effective bonuses. After killing an elite. So if you kill elites every 30 seconds, you can have 40% gear walk. Then there's Winter Weave Boots, cast movement skill, and you gain 25 movement speed for 5 seconds. And then you become immune to slow with the set bonus. And Thomas Prime is back. Well, Thomas Prime, it's a bittersweet kind of experience with this new update. I love a lot of the things, but there are some things I don't. I guess I'm just gonna get used to it. I'm gonna have to get used to the things I don't like. But that doesn't mean I can't send my feedback, my honest feedback regarding how I feel about some of the changes. because in most cases negative feedback is the one that developers need the most, so they can see how their player base feels regarding certain things. And if many players feel negative about certain things, then obviously it needs to change. So with the Forged, I'm not a fan of the Steam system. I liked it better when we just had heat, and we didn't have to worry about how am I gonna get Steam for that build, how am I gonna put enough skills in that build and things like that with the Steam. But the Steam really opens up the possibilities for basic attack builds, because Steam gives you 250% weapon damage on your basic attacks. I'm gonna try and show you the description. Just want to make sure I've killed everything nearby. So just read that description. Steam increases movement speed and causes basic attacks to deal a 250% weapon damage, spending 20 Steam. Some skills can also spend Steam in other ways. Steam slowly decays, so you can do roughly around 5 or 4 attacks with 250% weapon damage, basic attacks, which is pretty amazing if you can do that. I'm probably gonna remove this 1 point, and I'm wondering if I should do something like I'm gonna try basic attack build later, and this one costs Steam. This one actually costs heat and Steam, but it doesn't tell you how much heat you need, and it doesn't tell you how much Steam you need. And they need to make this clear. It requires minimum X heat, minimum X Steam. This one is 15 Steam. This one is 15.9 Steam, and this one is 75 Steam, but you can reduce that by a third, and make it 50 Steam with the tier 3 bonus. I'm gonna check the max level 1000 volt burst later. Cold Heart doesn't have enough damage, and the sad part is it doesn't have enough crowd control now that you can freeze champions. This is kind of a deal breaker for me, for freeze as something I wanna build around. I was fine with Cold Heart not having damage as long as I could freeze champions. Freezing champions was amazing, and it made using the Cold Heart worth it, even if I was sacrificing damage and not relying on Cold Heart for damage. For example, let's take Sharpshooter, Realm Master, or Dusk Mage. Those classes, even if you spend 0 points in your relic, can have good builds. You can have a good build that can do Fuzzier up to a decent stage on a Dusk Mage with 0 points into the relic. The same goes for Sharpshooter, the same goes for Realm Master. I'm wondering if the Forged can be the same now. Oh, and now I need potions. And Cold Heart was fine. Even if you didn't use it for damage, you could still do a ton of crowd control. And for multiplayer, having one person doing the crowd control and another person focusing on other things was fine. But right now, I don't know. I don't think the Cold Heart is attractive as a choice. If you can't freeze, I'm gonna look into Cold Heart, see how they change some things. And they keep trying to make us like the potion system. Being able to buy potions with the pet is a great change, but the potion system in general shouldn't exist the way it does. It should be just a cooldown. So yeah, they're giving you items that let you have cooldowns for the pet, for the potions. They're giving your pet an option to buy you potions. But they're not giving you a system where you can hold more potions than 20. They're not giving you a system where you don't get potions as drops, but just a cooldown, which would be the preferred choice. So I don't need to use this. If I find another one, I can equip it. Let's check some of the contract rewards, by the way. Oh, and this contract requires more fame per level. You need 1000 fame. See, with the other contracts, you need 333 fame. With the Snow and Steam contract, since there is no repeatable. By the way, let's show you the rewards. You get Snow, Snow Square Box, Snow Arc, Snowman, Dusk Mage Candy House, which is Wardrobe. Festive Arc, Festive Pillar, Igloo, Snow Candle, Realm Master Candy House. Then you get Ugly Sweater Cat. I wish we could just press an arrow and it would switch. Travel Snow Globe. You get this thing. Forge Candy House. Frost Owl, amazingly looking pet. I love this pet. Should we get one, name it Hedwig. There you have you've got a stove, McTire Snow Globe, the Sharpshooter Candy House, Grandfather Clock, Banquet Feast, Cider Service, okay, nice, Holiday Tree, String Lights, Cocoa Stand, Dwarven Nutcracker. This looks amazing. It looks as if it looks as if he saw you doing 3 million crit damage, and it can't believe. They need to make this as an emote. We need this as an emote in the official server. The head of this guy. Crop this out and make it an emote. A shocking emote. Alright, what's next? How far was I? Echo Landing Snow Globe and Holiday Presents. I'm trying to find the fourth basement, by the way. So the things that I was saying don't work are the pet bet and pet perch. I'm gonna check them again, just to make sure. Maybe I'm just not using them the right way. Where is the pet basement? I can't find the pet basement. Maybe I need to unlock it with the quest. Or maybe it's there already. Oh, it's already there. You don't need to place it. So, fourth cellar. Okay. Not bad. There's enough room here for a lot of things. It's not too big, it's not too small. So it's decent. Alright, let's go get some more XP. I need a gauntlet map, honestly.
What will it be? Oh, look at
It's over 9,000 emote. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, in general, as usual, the things I like about the update um, are more than enough compared to the things I dislike. There hasn't been a single update without at least a few things I dislike about in regards to decisions they made, how to handle things. For example, this slow moving spin to win, where there's not enough win, just a little bit of spin. Um, I really wish they would reconsider this boring disabled looking forged. It looks like the forged is having a problem, as if it has a rock stuck between its wheel. So first of all, the wheel is not moving while you're spinning. It's as if you're dragging the wheel on the ground and trying to drag it behind you, trying to force it to move. It seems like a very forced movement. It doesn't seem fluid. It makes the whole immersion of the skill. And there is no reasonable explanation. I disagree with Michael's explanation regarding the reason why the forge needs to move this slow. What Michael said like a month ago or so, maybe more, regarding why the cyclone mode is moving this slow is because they don't want people to be able to spin out of danger. They don't want people to non-stop spin. But what's happening now is we actually get people to non-stop spin. Yeah, you can't spin out of danger, but we didn't spin out of danger before either. This is why we have ramming robot. Ramming robot is our get out of danger skill. And the forged is moving too slow. I want this forge to move at 100% movement speed. Not 100% movement speed plus every single movement speed bonus. Just 100% movement speed, base movement speed, without the bonuses from buffs when spinning. So when spinning, you should be losing any buffs such as charge up. Charge up is a great example of a buff that you shouldn't get while spinning. But you should at least move it with base movement speed while spinning. I mean, it's not overpowered if we move at base movement speed when we're spinning. Because if you wanna get out of danger, ramming robot is much better than relying on the basic movement or on spinning. And Gumchi is here. Spin to win. Well, it's not really great, the spin to win right now, honestly. And welcome back, James. How's it going, dude? How's it going? By the way, who wants to see the new fracking strike? Let me show you the new fracking strike. This one was the new fracking strike. It's basically a combination of the old Rail Master from the Alpha Spike Drive. The old Spike Drive was, instead of cones, it was sending the shockwaves in each direction, and they took the fracking strike, the old fracking strike and the old Spike Drive, and combined them into the new fracking strike. But the thing is, it requires steam. And in order to get steam, you need to vent heat. Venting heat gives you steam, and heat no longer dissipates, but steam does. Who wants to see the new furnace blast, by the way? Let's try and show you the new furnace blast. Amazing. I need to collect this so I can get there. Oh wait, did it disappear? What happened to the bone? I guess it disappeared. Let's show you critical mass, the new name of furnace blast. And I really need to put in the description exactly how much heat and steam you need minimum. Oh, my portal should be there. And we should have yes no option when clicking on this portal. We should have a yes no option, because you might accidentally enter the portal without collecting any wood or rewards left behind.
Cast that spell here.
You mean if this is different lightning than the one I... No, it's not different, it's the same lightning. It's the same lightning that blinds my eyes. They haven't replaced it, from what I can see. It's still the same. It's definitely not a new lightning effect. Ikean11 Ikean11 says, hey, what do you think about sharpshooter summoner build? Is it underpowered? Well, it's okay. It's not meta, but it's pretty decent. Just don't think that the main damage would come from summons. The developers said it themselves. They didn't want summons to be source of damage. They wanted them to be meat shields. So Goblin Legion, as Michael said, is supposed to be a meat shield, not a source of damage. They want Sharpshooter to have the precision skills be the main source of damage. So targeted strikes, tight grouping, scatter shot, onslaught, all those things, they will be your source of damage, whereas the pets would be meat shields. That's how they've envisioned the game. Yeah, the damage will be from targeted strikes. If you go for my build on my website, here's the website. If you go for what's its name, for the infectious summoner. Oh, they've changed the icon of the pet cage. So if you go for infectious summoner, obviously the damage would come from your targeted strikes or other precision skill of the choice, whereas the pets are meat shields. That's what they are. Shasta is taunting, putting enemies in place. And again, you can get extra pet skills. You can get Summon Flock, you can get Assemble, and you can get Necropupper for more meat shields. So that's two skeletons, two ghostly owls, and then owl, alpaca, wolf, and cat. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more summons you can get. And then you can get Simon and Bijou from an item. That's another 2. And yeah, it's only on the PTR on PC. The update should be coming in 2 weeks. Most likely. So expect this update the week of 14th of December. Monday 14th of December until Friday the 18th of December. Either this week or the one after it. But the one after it is Christmas week. So they probably want to get this update ready before Christmas week. So Friday the 18th of December. They probably would want to give us the update by then. For now, we can test it on the public test server and give them some feedback for maybe some final tuning. If something feels underpowered, overpowered, if something's broken, things like that. Let's quickly show you the transmog station. I want to move it a bit. They should make it when you click on the hatch. When you click on the cannon, it should pop out of the hatch. And you can find dice. You can find dice and dye your stuff. So you can transmog stuff. As you can see, there's a lot of things you can transmog. So another goat sink would be the transmog system, as you can see. And the dice are random drops. I won't be surprised if they make a map affix. Actually, I have to remember to give them the feedback. To make a map affix with higher chance of getting dice. I'm gonna, just a moment, I'm gonna write it down. Map affix related to dice. And maybe Mapworks scrolls with increase die drop chance. That would be amazing too. Okay, what do we do now? Let's do this challenge level with berserking. You wish you chose a different build, but since you're Bane and Summoner, there is no choice. Well, there is a choice. You can go all in on the defense with Bane. You can focus on Miasma and you can focus on Poison Nova. And you can ignore using the summons and just use nukes, but it's not gonna be as good. Let's say you use Spectral Spider as a nuke. It's not gonna be bad using Spectral Spider as a nuke. There's also another choice, using Venomous Maw and spamming Venomous Maw. Spamming Venomous Maw so you can activate Arachnid Assault more often. So the more you spam Venomous Maw, the more energy you build quicker, and then you can just activate Arachnid Assault more often. So that works too. There's another option, a basic attack build with the Bane, with staff attacks. Basic attack staff build with Curse of PP. So you can make the enemies do less damage, but while doing basic attacks with the staff, you can give yourself some extra damage reduction. So there are choices, but they're not gonna be as useful, as effective, as good as going for meat shields. And if either of those choices would still give you summons, because regardless of what you do on the Bane, most things give you minions. Miasma gives you minions, Venomous Maw gives you minions, Arachnid Assault when you max it out or when you get the Queen gives you minions. Spectral Spider gives you minions. So there are choices, but yeah, don't focus on the summoner side of things, just use it as a survivability tool. Poison Nova and Miasma can be great for your defenses. you get two separate buffs of 50% defense, which is very nice. And if you go staff basic attacks, that's another 50% damage reduction from what's its name, fighter spirit. And then if you get curse of PP, you can curse the enemies for up to another 50% of their damage being reduced. So there's that as a setup. Arc-powered shoulders, better than mine. Damage with vortex bomb is missing. I'm still waiting to see if I can find what's its name. If I can find FWAT damage on legendary items. Michael promised that it's gonna be coming with this update, or at least said. He didn't say I promise, but he said it's coming with the update, the changes to affixes, and they wrote in the post that that those changes are coming. I'm still waiting to see FWAT damage Elemento on a legendary item as an affix. The same way we can get it on blue items. But again, I haven't played too much yet, and I haven't gotten many legendary weapons. I've only gotten 2 so far, 3. So we'll see. Benjamin Vega is saying, oh my god, Torchlight 3, hey Struck. Hey Benjamin, welcome back Benjamin. Yeah, we're checking some new stuff. I'm gonna be checking how Furnace Blast can fit into this mix. Let's use Furnace Blast now. By the way, what do I get from upgrading Furnace Blast? I wanna check it after this fight. So Furnace Blast generates 50 hit over 10 seconds after use. That's pretty nice. Damage to blinded sword or stunned, I already knew about that. Size increased by 50%. That's interesting. I wanna check what's gonna happen there. I'm wondering what builds I should make for the Forged first. I definitely wanna make a build with Furnace Blast, and I definitely wanna make a build with Fracking Strike. Probably the first build I'm gonna make would be with Fracking Strike. And the second build I make most likely will be Frost Wall, nice. The second probably will be with the critical mass. So let's see the Frost Wall. Digging it. The no shit. I didn't click on it. Fuck. This is boring. This is just boring. Look at where it put me. It put me back into the beginning of the level. Come on, game. You can be better in this regard. Why am I going back to the start of the level, not where I entered the portal? Is the portal even there in the first place? Come on, let's see. Over here. Over here. Is the portal there? Oh, the portal is not... Oh, never mind, it's here. It's just not showing on the map. And the trademark forged 2D art shield. The shield from that we know from all sorts of promotional art from the forged. Screenshots, loading screens, wallpapers, things like that. It looks nice. What's the set? Reduce the cooldown of item granted active skills by 25% and this goes up to 50% total. Which is amazing. It's just amazing. I can't wait to get a second piece of the set. Basically, the way this set works is you have a shield, a focus, a sword, and a mace, and you need you need 2 pieces in total. 2 pieces in total. You can go sword and shield, mace and shield, sword and focus, or mace and focus. So you have 4 options. And combining this with there's a very obvious synergy. You want to combine this item with the Ancient Ember boots. So if you combine this with the Ancient Ember boots, you can basically spam your ultimate. Ancient Ember boots, which on the forge should be Ancient Ember hatch, if I'm not mistaken. Ancient Ember, it's the Ancient Ember boots, which should be the hatch. The hatch is not showing up, weirdly enough, for me. But yeah, the boots that that resets your cooldowns. That resets that not resets the cooldowns, but refills your energy and relic charge to 100 and 200. So if you combine this with that new set of legendary items, it's gonna be pretty nice. Nice. They've added some additional mini bosses that we can find. Wet kisses. This is Realm Master's best friend, wet kisses. To be able to have an extra source of swallowing your targets. Pretty decent. Okay, so did I unlock something by completing this level? I'm still not seeing the power creep on the items. Did we get Wifebound scrolls? We did. Okay, let's see if there's a better weapon to equip. So this is the thing that I was saying is broken. Basically what needs to happen is you click on this pet perch or the pet bed, and then it should give you a list of your pets. and you select one of those pets and display it here. So on the perch you're putting flying pets, on the bed you're putting pets that don't fly, that have legs or hooves. And yeah, they would just lie down, stay nearby, and you're just displaying those. Let's try and use this now.
Your pet has arrived.
I'm gonna do some respectable stuff. Okay, so where do I put some more points? I'm probably gonna go fracking strike max out. Wayne Poses wanted to stop by and say thanks for all the build guides, sir. Thank you very much, Wayne, for stopping by. I'm glad to hear this. I'm glad to hear that you're enjoying the builds and guides. And welcome to the Struck Quap. So what have we got here? Dusk Mage Candy House. Okay, we've got snow. Oh, and let's show you some stuff now with the snow. I think I need to craft it first. So, decoration of war, snow. So you can press control and then you see how you can elevate it. You can make roofs. You can make roofs like this. It only goes as high as this. This is as high as it can go. Which is still a roof. So I can make it like that. Or like this. And then if I take this one, and let's check the other one, that's just snow. So you can mess around with this snow and put it over here on top of this. See how you can control where it goes. It's amazing. It's amazing that they've made that system. So let's try and show you some more of that one. What else did I unlock? Did I unlock the snowman? Did I unlock the snowman? Snowman. Where does it go though? Snowman, snowman. I think I need to build it from decoration most likely. Nature, furniture, art. It's not 4. It shouldn't be. Oh, it's nature? Snowman is in nature? How is a snowman nature? I guess because you make it from snow and snow is nature. Okay. And there we go, we have snowman on top of our storage. Oh, I wanna do something. I wanna do something now. What happened? Well, anyways, let's just go and place. Enough of the fort stuff. Let's go and kill stuff. I wanted to play two dummies on top of each other, but it didn't let me. One of the dummies just disappeared into the abyss somehow. I'm gonna be doing Hivit because I saw some new Hivit layout map designs. I wanna get those. Are we gonna get? No, it's not one of the new ones. What's my defenses? Oh, so bad. 27 physical. So bad. Oh, I should have socketed this. I forgot to socket. Well, servo driven seems like kind of an underwhelming skill right now, but it's just level 1. Maybe it's supposed to be underwhelming at level 1. And this whole knocking the enemies back on the servo driven, on the steam powered uppercut is a bit it's like it's hurting your DPS because then you have to walk back to the enemy. Okay, I'm gonna switch to this one. I'm not a fan of that one right now. There we go. Let's see. But this endless spinning is kind of weird. It's weird where you can keep spinning even after your heat has reached the limit. But I like that kind of thing. You reach max heat, you keep using heat skills. So you're not forced to vent unless you feel like it's the right time to vent. But yeah, I'm gonna be making a video about the patch tomorrow. So today I will be switching between one hero and another, testing stuff. And tomorrow I can make a video summing up everything I can find. Since we don't have patch notes, I'm gonna have to test things myself, try to figure things out. If someone has figured something out that's changed, do tell. On some of the other heroes, which means today I will be switching heroes. I'm not gonna play just Forged today. I will be playing a little bit of Realm Master, Dusk Mage and Sharpshooter too. And I will be switching to heroes with different relics as well to see if something changed on those relics. Or I can just check the character creation and see what changed there. But with Forged you see more of the obvious changes. More of the things that are on the surface in regards to what's new, what's not. So you haven't completed that quest. Yozo97 says, what's up, Struck, what is new? Oh, believe me, there's a lot of new things. New set, which is a weapon and offhand set, and then another new set, which is an armor set. The Forged has been reworked, major rework for the Forged. So not just changes here and there, but in general the Forged has a new mechanic for it, which is steam. You have heat and you have, I can't show you the steam, but you have heat and steam. This gray thing here is steam. And certain skills build steam, certain skills use steam, whereas you still have the heat builders and the heat venters. So venting heat in general gives you steam. And you have 4 skills that use steam. And some skills have been reworked. And you've got new items that are not set items as well, like the toy maker stuff. So one of the sets is a weapon offhand set, which is focus, shield, sword and mace, and you have to wear 2 of those of your choosing. So you've got 4 choices of the combo to go for. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. Still not better. Did I complete the quest? No, one more adult hybrid gland. Well, I'm just using whatever builds I've had on this account. I'm not gonna level up from level 1 to level 46 with the cheat NPC. Although I can. Actually, yesterday it wasn't letting me create a hero. That was the problem yesterday. It wouldn't let me create a hero. So I just decided to use whatever heroes I had on the account. Instead of leveling new ones and using the cheater NPC. And that's fine for me, as long as I can play something to test things. Keep in mind those heroes are separate from your main server heroes. This is the test server. So on the test server I've got different heroes, different levels, different progression, different account quests and things like that, different forts. Everything's separate. Nectar repeater. Zoomies, nice. And new pet skills. You've got 7 new pet skills, which is pretty nice. This is summoning, this is summoning, this is evasion for your pet, this is attack speed and movement speed for the pet. This is landmines, this slows the enemies, and this one is a chance to do chain lightning. A lot of interesting things, honestly. I still don't see this power creep they were mentioning. This gear score. Maybe I need to push my Fazir further to be able to see it. Or maybe I need to clear something. Relic generation. Bonus damage to basic attacks. Yeah, that sounds like a nice thing to me. On a melee build where I don't use cannon damage stuff. Oh, and by the way, how does the extra repeater work? Still the same. Increased by 10 stacks, but this increase by 10 stacks would still not include the extra 3 more stacks from the tier 1 bonus. Probably. I need to test it. If I can get this to 23 stacks and not just 20 being the limit.
What could go wrong?
Poindexter. Zardox the Accursed. Siege. Berserking. Let's take this one. See more bosses to choose from. Zizu is asking, did you see the new walls and content? I didn't even know the new walls and content has been released. They said we will soon be releasing our first Chronicle for Wilson. Alright, let me check it. I'm gonna quickly check the video. Just a moment. Let's share it on the screen. It's not showing a video. Where did you see the new content, Zizou? Am I seeing something? Did you see something I haven't seen somewhere? What's happening? They've reset the Wilson server. Oh, there we go. I see it here. The servers are offline to prepare for the update. You can now pre-download it on Steam. Let me check again. This link. What? What the? Just a moment. There's not gonna be sound to avoid any copyright strikes for the trailer music, but let's watch it. Do you see it? Do you see all the footage on the screen? Okay, you see it. I'm not gonna full screen because you might not be able to see it. But yeah, it's gonna be muted. Okay, an ugly dragon. Pretty nice. I love ugly dragons. Yeah, this is telling me nothing. I don't know what difficulty they're playing on. I don't know how much damage they're doing with those skills. I don't know how the drop rates are. I don't know how the XP rates are. Oh, poison. Oh, okay, that looked nice. Poison version of the what's its name? The Fury. The Fury of Blades or whatever it was called. Okay. Okay. So this tells me nothing. For all I know, it could be just as badly balanced in this new content, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm definitely gonna return and test it, but the problem is it's probably gonna be around Cyberpunk's launch. So yeah, people would be too busy to even bat an eye or to check this game. Chronicle presentation. I'm gonna watch it later with sound. To anyone who wants the link, you can watch it yourself with sound on this link. Wait, I missed something here. Okay, that's what I missed. Close-up of the ugly dragon. I love ugly dragons though. Oh wait, that's a new skill. Lightning version of the charge? Okay. You've got my interest there. Shock version of the charge skill. I forgot the name of the skill. Wait, I need to zoom in on this. It says the prey has 20% maximum health. You have 15 magic find on your prey. Hunt choices. Pick a modifier. Oh, that's the modifier things. They're just new ones. They work in a different way. And the other one, the prey deals 20% damage. You have 15% magic find on your prey. So basically, there's a new endgame activity called hunts. It looks like. Alright, I'm gonna have to make a video about this later. Not today. Tomorrow I'm making a Torchlight video. Maybe I might squeeze a video about this tomorrow too. We'll see. Alpha's rear. Praise watered. Okay, so that's the hunt. You kind of need to go reach a boss at the end, kill it. Nothing too fancy, but yeah, you're getting some modifiers, which is nice. And this is an expedition still. What items was he using? This person was using item level. Did they remove the item level? Oh, they removed the item level scaling, the item power scaling. If they remove that, then that might be pretty nice. If they remove the boring power creep system from the game. Okay. There's this thing, I have no idea what it is, but this attack speed minus negative modifier. So the negative modifier is linked with the positive. There's new items apparently. Attack and spellcasting speed multiplier with dual wielding. Alright, there's interesting things we can see in that little bit of stuff they showed us. Choice that matters. Expedition. So you're finding some traces. Looking for some traces to give you some modifiers. Alright, there's a lot of stuff I can see from this, and without sound I can still tell a lot about it, but I can't say anything about where the game's gonna be balanced, whether it's gonna be grindy as before, whether the XP would be reasonably quick or still as grindy as an MMO, where the drop rates would be reasonable or still as grindy as an MMO. You've got pets, okay. Wood filter, okay. New armors, okay, that's enough, that's good. But letters of Harshev. Okay, so there's some special modifiers for each skill. Converts weapon physical damage to rend damage. And this doesn't cost, oh no, it costs 3 points. 3 points. So basically there's elemental modifiers and you can choose those. And they're separate from the others. Okay. The skill tree. Oh, they've reworked that. Big time. Oh, filter. Search filter. This is what I wanted from the beginning. This is what I wanted from the beginning. So the skill tree looks to me the same in regards to placement of things and connections, links. But there's new things, I guess. This one seems to be new, maybe, or changed. Okay, this looks nice. Ooh, man, I'm thinking that until I play the game, I can't say for sure. And they're still showing us all the shiny stuff. Oh, there's crafting. Crafting. Can you actually see the possible magic effects now? You see the possible magic effects. And oh, you can select which one you wanna remove or not. Well, there's a ton of possible magic effects, but that's without sockets in the item. So I'm wondering if when you put sockets in the item, it's gonna be different. So far, it doesn't look bad. But again, there's many things that you should be concerned about from what we've seen. Alright, let me remove this. Enough Wilson. When the update is here, we can test it, we can play it, and we can see whether they're just focusing on the wrong things or not. Time will tell. Okay. Almost got those. Got myself a new glitter sprite. Okay, now we're seeing the rare pets much more often than before. And Zizu said they dropped a pretty big patch today. Really? It's you can't play it. It's pre-download. What they did right is you can pre-download the update but not play it yet. And I'm gonna download it myself. I mean, yeah, I will download it myself, but you can't play it yet because the servers are offline. That's what it says on Discord. On Discord, the Wilsons said, while our servers are offline to prepare for the update, you can now pre-download it on Steam. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna be busy. Torchlight updates, Wilson updates, Curse Killer. And then there's Cyberpunk, and there's just so many things coming. It's amazing. Well, it's the end of the year. They probably wanted to give us an update, whatever's ready, before it's too late. To show something for that time they spent changing things in the game. So now where this power creep that they were promising? I can't see the power creep in this. Maybe I need to reach the level 60 items, and then after that I should start getting that after I reach the level 60 items.
Boy, that brings back memories. It's a fine time to die.
Just a moment. Right, let's keep moving. But yeah, I started downloading this, pre-downloading this Wilson update. Hopefully it doesn't affect my stream, because the stream is affected by upload, not download, so the download shouldn't affect my stream too much. If you notice some frame drops, tell me, and I can limit the download speed even further. Let's see how Omega the new Wilson will be. Is it gonna be as Omega as the old one, or is it gonna be less Omega and more Giga? I wanna make a rage mage. I wanna make a rage mage and actually not feel like it's complete shit in regards to damage. So hopefully the rage mage with the rage pants can finally be a viable choice in Omega Wilson. Mountain King set piece. Should I focus on just pushing as fast as I can the Fuzzier stages? Although if I do, I'm probably gonna find myself out-leveled. Also, do you wanna see me play another hero? Mages, Realm Masters, Sharpshooters. I've got them all on this account, even on the test realm. And even if I don't have the specific combo, I can always just make a new hero. And just boost it with the cheat NPC. With the cheater NPC I can boost it, gear it up. Although I've got like 11 heroes or something, I can't remember the exact number, but I've got a decent amount of heroes on this test server already that we can mess around with. Alright, there we go. Come on, come on. How many more goblins? We're at 88%. 92. Alright, almost done with that quest. Sometimes I feel like my fracking strike is doing 0 damage and not hitting anyone. It's very underwhelming. Maybe it's a bug, or maybe I'm just blind and not seeing the damage numbers. There we go. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, I need to do something about my inventory. So I can get rid of the bolts and energy cost and get duration for power projection and extra defense. I'm not sure if it's a good thing, but let's experiment a bit. See if it's a good choice or not as we go. Oh, damage with vortex bomb. No energy cost reduction though. Should I tell my pet to buy me potions?
Your pet has returned.
Still haven't found much new things to transmog into. Wait, the forge shouldn't stand. Okay, there we go. And I've got some skill points which I'm thinking of putting further into fracking strike. I want to reduce the steam cost for fracking strike. What's my potion number now? 13. Unix or Gearwalkie? I want to go for the Hybrid map. I'm trying to find that open air Hybrid map again. I really liked it. The Acrid Plains map. I'm so happy that they've added open air map varieties for the Hybrid Frontier. And just a moment, I need to pour myself some water. So just need a minute. All right. Okay, ready to rumble. Weirdly enough, my overlay is not detecting my FPS. The NVIDIA overlay, the performance overlay, doesn't seem to be detecting the FPS. It's detecting my CPU, GPU utilization, clocks, things like that, but it's not showing me my FPS in the game. Normally it does. Might be something weird. Maybe I need to update the drivers again if they are not up to date. But yeah, I can't wait to test this Wilson update as well. And it's gonna be busy. It's gonna be busy with Torchlight 3's update, with Wilson's update, and then with what's its name? With Cyberpunk 2077. And there's still some things I want to experiment with in Chaosbane. I wish I could clone myself. If I could have 4 structs on 4 machines, testing stuff at the same time and making content at the same time for all 4 games, it would have been the best thing ever. But there's only one of me and only one PC. So there's only so much I can do in regards to streaming and making content. So today I will be streaming this, tomorrow I will be making video about this, and if I have time, maybe a short video after collecting all the information they gave us from the Wilson video I showed you earlier, with my comments on it. And my comment is I need to actually play the game to know what's happening with this update. What they showed us in the video about the upcoming Wilson update is fine and everything, but the major problems I had with the game, with drop rates, with XP rates, with affinity rates, those you can't tell from just watching a video. But there's a lot of things to be excited about, I guess. I hope they fix the crafting from the sockets, so you can actually get the right affixes based on your socketed gems. I really need poison defense. Come on, come on. No, did I run out of potions? Damn, 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 damn. The pet better give me some potions. It's gonna take 2 minutes. I needed to equip an item for faster returns. Needed to get a rapid bartering probably. The stupid poison bows. Okay, finally no bows. Still feel like my fracking strike sometimes doesn't hit at all. Okay, now we got this one and we got a level up. Necro Pupper, let's put it home. I'm probably gonna switch heroes now quickly. I wanna check a hero that's higher level and has unlocked the high level items. I just wanna see how the power creep works. So I'm gonna try and switch to any level 60 hero I've got in this account. But first, let's do this. Let's check it. Let's check all the new stuff now with what's level 60 on this account. Don't tell me I don't have a single level 60 here. I guess I don't. Shit. That's not fun. I wish they would just put us all the way to level 60 instead of 46. This is 51, this is 51. This is 50. 50, yeah. Well, I guess I'm better off playing with the same hero, because this one is the closest to level 60. Unfortunately. But yeah, if you want to see Dusk Mage or Realm Master or Sharpshooter, tell me. And I can switch. You see, I've got a bunch of heroes from all types. From all classes. And yeah, I can just switch and show you that one.
That spell cannot be cast.
Potions for you, potions for your little friend. See you next time. You look offer you a drink.
Let's keep getting this.
Oh, I'll be seeing
Stocking up on respectacles, because you never know what I'm gonna do next with the build. Okay, what next?
Step right up, contestant.
Maybe the siege one?
Your pet is back.
What's my resistances? I can go lightning resists, so let's do this. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to upgrade that weapon. I wanted to wife bound and upgrade this weapon and equip it. Alright, well, after this map, I guess. What's the new affix? I've got a new affix. What's new here? Something's gotta be new. I guess it's not the one I thought. What's the quest? Bottles of Ember Shine. Ember Shine? That's an interesting name for a drink. Is it moonshine from Ember? Alright, there's a lot of elites to fight. I need to pull them away from there. There's some more. Can I get more to follow me? This one there. Come on. There we go. This is what I wanted, to get them all after me. Come on, come on. Where is the witch? Oh, right next to me. Okay. I'm not sure if I killed all the skeletons behind me though. Let's quickly check. I think there's some left. Maybe not. There's gotta be some more of those here. Let's try and group them up. There were just so many in the same place. And there's still a witch somewhere and I can't see her. And they're not dropping much of the quest items in this map, are they? I guess it's gonna take a while. At least I'm getting a lot of XP with all the elites we can fight. Although ridiculous, probably not the best difficulty to be leveling up on. Maybe I should switch. For now I'm gonna keep playing on this one. And hopefully I can get one hero to 60 today. This hero, getting that hero to 60 would really help me when making a video about the patch, to at least have tried that power creep, to see how it works. My guess is it's just after you reach stage 16, which is the first one with level 60 monsters, I think. The higher you go, the stronger the items that drop in those places will be. But people are reporting that this power creep, when you leave and you return to the Fazir, it's gone. And it should remain when you return. When you're outside of the Fazir, it's totally reasonable to not benefit from that bonus. But when you go back into the Fazir, you should benefit from that bonus on your items. Just not outside of the activity of the end game, because then it's just gonna be overpowered if you go into a Mapworks portal with overpowered gear setup, or into any other new end game activity that doesn't have this stuff. But yeah, I always wanted power creep within the Fazir, limited only to the Fazir. That disappears once you exit, but once you return it goes back. And I think gear is not the way to handle this. They should have just given you a buff. The same way you get Berserking, Coup, Soul Traps, all of those. Berserking Pet. Something like that, that scales. The higher you go into the Fazir, the stronger that buff gets. maybe even more buffs, more than just one. Maybe even allow you to choose what buff. It would have been much easier to do it that way rather than tying item level to that. Okay. Come on. Group up. Okay, I'm gonna have to pull this one to this one. Because the big one's not moving. What took so much HP? So if they're letting us pre-download Wilson's update today, most likely tomorrow you could play it, and that's gonna be interesting. Okay, let's see here. Uh-huh. Is the map done? One more drop. Come on, drop that item. Come on, map. Time for me to get a stronger weapon. I'm barely doing damage here, and I do have the stronger weapon here with the socket and wife bound. It should be better than mine. It should go past 3k. Nice. Ah. Oh wait, do I have the bonus levels? Oh, I already had the bonus levels. Never mind. That was a wasted point. Need to put it someplace else later. I didn't realize I was wearing 3 pieces of the set. No wonder why Fracking Strike was not costing this much steam anymore. But it's also very underwhelming. I barely see any damage done by Fracking Strike, and for the time it takes you to get Fracking Strike to recharge, because you need to first build heat and then vent it to build steam, it's super underwhelming with this much damage. I mean, I do much more damage with my Vortex Bomb than maxed out Fracking Strike. And I can use Vortex Bomb more often than the maxed out Fracking Strike as well. So they still need to balance certain things from the new ones. See, this one supposedly does 1440. This one supposedly does half of that, but I'm not seeing half of that. I'm seeing much higher damage from this than from this. But I also have Vortex Bomb damage somewhere. 34%. But 34% is not... It's not enough to make it do double the damage. And to make it be stronger than Fracking. Look at Fracking's damage now. 1.7k. 1.7k, that's less than my stupid Cyclone mode. And now my heat, my steam. 19k, okay, this did 19,000, see, this is nice. This was good damage. I think it was a crit though. $19,000, okay. I guess I just need a stronger weapon and then I'm gonna notice the difference. And where is the portal? Is it just me or am I not seeing a portal for the next level? Did I miss something? I got a Raging Beater. this sounds weird. This is one of the weirdest names of items in the game, the Raging Beater. Serpent's Kiss 3.4k. Okay. There. Come on, come on. I know you want to vote. Who's enjoying the fort basement and who has already decorated their fort basement in the test server? This is more defense. Do I want to lose this crit chance? Probably shouldn't lose the crit chance. Since I can't use this, I might replace it, we'll see. So first let's wipe bound and see which one is stronger. 4100. And this one, I don't think this can get remotely close. Well, that's a 56 item, obviously this one can get remotely close. I can check it though, I can test how much stronger it can get. 3.5. Well, it's not perfect, but it's still something. Probably gonna keep it there as a spare. Oh yeah, I forgot I made a mistake with the skill points. So I can remove that 1 point. And since this gives me levels to Vortex Bomb, I can remove those levels now. 1, 2, 3. And maybe put them over here. Should I get more chance to shock? Oh, I don't need Whitening Barrier either. Don't have room for it now. Unless I put Fracking Strike here and then open up some room. So the question is Energizer or other stuff. What if I replace Walkwise Storm with Chaotic Strikes? But it's gonna hurt my eyes with Chaotic Strikes. It's gonna give me more cooldown and Relic Energy Charge. Damage to vent skills. I'm gonna go for damage to vent skills as usual. Probably get some cooldown on this one. Watchdog Alpha. Toadacre Tater. Zappy Sam. Zappy Sam is invisible. It's missing its stuff. Toadacre Tater is blazing. This one's Plague Bearer. This one is Netherwell. Alright, let's go Netherwell. Oh wait, Zappy Sam was the shaman, wasn't it? I made a mistake. Picking Zappy Sam. If it's the shaman, he can one-shot me with my shitty defenses. Is it him? I really hope it's not him. Oh, okay, it's the zombie. You can still do a lot of damage, by the way, if I'm not careful. Why is it not active? It's buggy. It's not letting me activate power projection. That's broken. Okay, now it lets me activate power projection. It was buggy. It was stuck. It didn't want to activate power projection. Maybe because I'm playing on a US server and I'm from the EU and certain things are just wagging out. Okay, let's see here. Not so bad, but yeah. Still trying to get some upgrades for this dude. It's kind of hard to get upgrades. Let's put the pet to some work.
Your pet has arrived.
Let's see something better.
I did not see that.
Oh, the double HP maps. Now this is gonna be painful without enough DPS. I'm wondering if the pet attack speed has a cap. Because with that skill, with the zoomies, and with this mod, with the berserk, and with stacking pet attack speed on items, you should be able to reach some crazy numbers if there is no cap. And if there is a cap, what is the cap? If it's 60 like us, then you reach it with just two things, with the 50% from the berserk and attack speed from the item, or 50% from the zoomies and one time attack speed from an item. And yeah, stacking more than 60 then won't be worth it. Now this one takes a while to kill on double HP. Okay, I just wanted to remove that quest from the tracker. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. Almost down, almost. Takes a while. Double HP without good DPS, it takes a while on ridiculous. I guess I really need to just change the difficulty and not level up on ridiculous because it's just taking forever. to finish maps. Maybe after this map I can just switch to something that's gonna make it quicker. And Red Starfly says, hello, oh, has this game gotten any better? Oh, it's gotten much better than day one of launch, if that's what you're asking. But whether it's good enough for you, it varies from one person to the next. And there's a ton of good things in the game, and there's a bunch of bad things as well. So you gotta kind of decide for yourself whether the bad things outweigh the good things, or vice versa. They've improved the items a lot. They've added a lot of new items. They've worked on drop rates. They've worked on the quest systems to be handled in a different way. The Forged has been reworked now. For better or for worse, we have a boring mechanic with Steam now. So not only do you have to manage your heat, but also Steam. But heat is easier to manage now. Steam is the thing that's a bit more demanding, and it requires a lot of time to be able to use a Steam skill. Thankfully, once you get Steam maxed out, you can keep using skills that build Steam. For example, see, now my Steam is maxed out, but I can keep using Cyclone mode. But Cyclone mode is moving like as if he has some sort of disability to his wheel. Like his wheel has some sort of stick stuck in between the wheel and whatever else is there holding the wheel, and it's stuttering and it can't move, and it's dragging the wheel, and it looks super weird. It looks like there's something wrong with him. It looks like a broken robot toy trying to walk. And it's moving super slow compared to your base movement speed. And it should just move at 100% base movement speed, excluding any bonuses from buffs and debuffs. And the wheel should actually be moving while you're spinning. It kills the skill for me in this whole movement. It looks weird, it feels weird, it plays weird. There's nothing good about this movement. And the reasoning of the developers is you're gonna be overpowered if you can spin out of danger. But who is stupid enough to spin out of danger when they can use ramming robot and spin until the very last moment? Like now, I can keep spinning, and even if there's rocks, I can just move at the very last moment and squeeze in a few more hits. Obviously that's close to the mind, close to the logic, to just use ramming robot at the last moment, right before the rocks hit you, right before something explodes or whatever, instead of moving with regular movement and losing DPS. So their logic fails. Their logic, their reasoning behind why the spin to win should move this way is not valid, because no one is stupid enough to use regular movement, to stop spinning and use regular movement to move out of danger, unless ramming robot is not ready. That's the only reason. And Michael Mayhem said that that's the reason why this needs to remain with this boring, ugly looking animation where it's not moving with the right speed. It's just not reasonable to say this is the reason why it's not moving at the right speed. Especially knowing that you can stack so many charges of ramming robot. If 2-3 charges are not enough for you, you can even get 4 charges. would you recommend this game right now? I know they plan on updating. Yeah, they're planning on updating the game, and they already updated it a few times. They made the Gear and Goblins major update since launch, and this Snow and Steam update is coming probably in 2 weeks time. On the live server right now we are testing it as a preview. Again, whether I would recommend the game, I can't recommend the game to everyone, but I do recommend it to people who love build theory crafting. There's a lot of things you can theory craft in this game. There's a lot of classes and subclasses to combine. So you got 20 archetypes between the 5 subclasses and 4 classes. You have 20 possible combinations, and with each of those combinations you can make more than 10 different builds, depending on how you spend your skill points, your relic skills, your class skills, which ones you go for. Do you go barrage, do you go brawl, do you go for your relic, and which relic you're using. Do you focus on proccing things? Do you focus on direct damage? Do you focus on AoEs? Do you focus on summons for mid shields? There's many ways to handle this. You go for one set, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. There's different item sets, both armor and weapon sets as well. I mean, with the Legendarium, which 3 items you put in the Legendarium. There are some choices you have to make in regarding to the build, and they're also adding some sort of build variety and diversity in that regard with the Legendarium and with the pets. You even can put some pet items into the equation. Speaking of pets, quick before it kills me, buy me potions. But yeah, the item diversity is pretty nice. They are constantly adding new items with new legendary powers. TNB Okami. Welcome TNB Okami. Welcome to the Struck Club. How are you? Nice to see you here. I only got 1 potion. I need to get a potion from somewhere. And the game can be challenging. For example, right now I'm playing on Ridiculous and I'm severely under-geared. Probably my weapon is the only thing that's okay. My weapon is level 56, the boss is 57, but my weapon doesn't have a socket, so it's much weaker than it needs to be for the content. And I have 0 potions, so this boss is gonna take me a while to beat. I'm gonna wait for my pet in 50 seconds to bring me potions before I go all in DPS. You've lately played a lot of Torchlight 3 with your friends. Move, 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 move. Come on, I need to wait for my pet to come back. They're not dropping potions. This annoying, boring 20-year-old potion system. So you have to find the potions as drops. It just results, a potion system like this results in situations like this, where I have to wait for my pet to return from the town to bring me potions before I can actually start fighting a boss. And I'm stuck in here waiting for 20 seconds. If I had token of rapid bartering, it would be 15 seconds. So less waiting. But yeah, instead of just putting the potion on a cooldown and giving you all sorts of different potions to choose from, and that give you different effects and buffs and heal directly or over time and remove status effects and things like that for different elements, and maybe something that gives you damage but heals less, things like that. And just having to manage a cooldown rather than finding potions as drops and buying them from the city. It would solve so many issues if they were to go for a potion system befitting 2021, not one befitting 1999. You either have cooldowns or you have them as drops on the potion. And they obviously helped us reduce the cooldown by giving us up to 80% potion cooldown reduction from the new set, the Winter Weave set that came with this update. But still, you only can hold 20, and holding 20 is just not enough. It's not enough to be able to hold only 20 potions. Even if there was no cooldown and you could get it to 0 and just spam those potions, 20 potions, you're gonna run through them super quickly on Ridiculous, and before you know it, you're gonna need to send the pet to the town or go there yourself. Not getting lucky. It's not dropping me. It's not dropping me any gauntlet maps for XP. But yeah, I'm gonna switch the difficulty to something I can run quickly after this map, because Ridiculous is just not for leveling. Ridiculous is for testing your builds, for pushing your limits. For leveling, it's just plain boring. It's bullet sponges after bullet sponges, especially on double HP maps like this one. But again, this game I wouldn't recommend to everyone, because different people love different things, but the build diversity, the itemization, that also helps with the builds, is pretty decent, and they've started expanding the pet system finally, which is good news to people who love experimenting with different setups for their pet. Good to see that they're adding new functions to the pet, like the buy potion and like the extra skills. Infernal token. Oh, great weapon. I don't need this one. This one, on the other hand, is pretty strong. More defense. I can consider losing Cyclone mode damage for defense, but we'll see. They've added a transmog system, another great new addition that people would enjoy. Inferno token, this one's better. Okay, let's go complete this. TNB is waiting for Wilson to start the new patch. Does anybody know what time it is up today? Well, you can already pre-download, and I think the patch might not be today but tomorrow. It might be a bit too late for it to be today. Oh, it will be back online later today. Okay, it will be back online later today. Maybe I can try and stream it when it's back later today. For example, if it comes within the next few minutes, that's fine. I can start the update. Actually, the update is already finished. Can anyone confirm if the patch is already playable with walls? And actually, I can try and start the game. Hopefully, I don't crash. I'm gonna just quickly start it and see if it's the new update or not. But I already patched And I wouldn't mind streaming a bit of Torchlight 3 more and then switching to Wolsen just to check the new patch. But yeah, I'm gonna be busy making making videos about the Wolsen patch, the Torchlight patch. Are you seeing the Wolsen, by the way? You're probably not seeing Wolsen. Let me show you. This is Wolsen right now. Torchlight, Wolsen. And let me quickly check switching to online if it works. Legacy. How do I switch to the new one that's not Legacy? Okay, I can test it later. In fact, give me a moment. I'm gonna switch and test it later today. So I guess I'm gonna quickly go and take a short break and do some Wolsen. I didn't know the patch is today. I thought it was tomorrow. But thanks for tuning in. Give me like 15-20 minutes and I will be back with some Wolsen so we can check the changes. We can even make multiplayer if you wanna group up together, speed through the story quick. We could do that too. So be right back. Thanks for tuning in and until next time, which could be either today for you or maybe you can catch me at some other time. So goodbye for now.